NextGen Web is joined today by Benson Hoagland, who's a vice president with Op22, based in California. And Benson, we're grateful for you joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we're at Verizon here in Washington, and we just wrapped up a conversation on smart grids, smart meters, smart people, smart things. And most people, when they think of FiOS, they think of entertainment, they think of high-def movies, but probably not energy efficiency. Can you tell folks why they should make that connection?
Well, that's a great question because the beauty of FiOS is that it's very fast internet, and anytime you can put some information on the internet, it typically means you can get it to it from anywhere. And all I tried to do was leverage my FiOS installation, which is essentially broadband, combined with some other technologies that allow me to manage the energy in my home from anywhere. My home's in Southern California. I'm here in Washington, D.C., and I have a method, a means to go in and see what's going on in my home, what appliances might be on, and perhaps even turn some appliances on or off. But more importantly, I have this real-time information presented to me in dollars and cents. So it's meaningful to me, and it's meaningful to the rest of my family. And all of this is possible really by just the coalescence, if you will, of various technologies, broadband being one, other standard technologies that allow you to measure energy usage, and then a little bit of web page stuff, and it's pretty standard stuff.
Great. And you're going to show us how you do this, how you can monitor over the internet your home's usage of energy.
That's right. That's right.
Great. Well, let's go ahead and check that out.
Okay, so I have a rather popular device in the handheld market, and I'm just going to open up one of my applications here, and it's going to load up. And it's a pretty straightforward application, but essentially what it does is allow me to engage with various devices in my home. The first thing I'll press is the overview button, and this just gives me an idea of what the temperature is. So currently at about 1 in the afternoon in Southern California, it's 80 degrees in the time there. And then just a quick overview of my home and the various components in it. So let me go back, and what's pretty exciting really about this application is my visibility into what's happening in my home from an energy perspective. So I have some pretty basic, straightforward technology by Opto22 that allows me to go and view in real time what my kilowatt usage is. So at this moment, I'm at 1.3 kilowatts. And I factor in what it costs me for a kilowatt hour from my energy provider, and it's roughly at this tier 31 cents a kilowatt, which is expensive, but it is Southern California. So my house at this state is costing me about $10 a day to operate, and that's fine for a minute of data. But what really matters is what's happened in the last hour, let's say. What kind of variances have I had in my home? What appliances may have gone on or off? And I can see maybe a refrigerator clicked on, or a wine cooler or whatever it might be, and then over the day as well. So this is the last 24 hours of usage in my home, and something was going on last night. I wasn't there, so I'm not sure what, but it's used a lot of power. And then you can see during the night that it comes down to a lower rate. So this is just some interesting real-time statistics that give me an idea of what's going on. But that's whole house usage there. So I'm really capturing the data that's coming into the home near the meter. So from a whole house perspective, that's what's going on. But what people really want to know, what I really want to know, is what are the contributing factors there? What appliances are contributing to this usage? So I wrote this little thing that allows me to actually capture the information and store it inside a database. So I can clear this all, and I have a security set up, so not everybody can get to this, but I can clear it and set up, capture the watts before, capture the watts after, do a simple arithmetic to determine how many watts that device uses, followed by the cost per hour result. And that's just a multiplication of my rate times the amount of watts. Then I can name the device and store it. And then what I end up with is my energy devices. So these are the energy devices in my home, and by using that previous screen, I've been able to identify what loads or what devices in my home use the most electricity. Now, this isn't rocket science. There's other applications and other products that can help you do this, but a lot of them require you to plug your device into its device and then into the wall, and that's not really useful for me because I can't plug in my AC unit into a small measurement device to determine its usage. The same thing with, say, my hallway lights or my garage lights. A device like this allows me to actually narrow it down to those devices by simply capturing the information, turning it on, capturing it again, and determining the delta. But what's really fun, and certainly a big holiday piece here, is we've always been using these C9 Christmas lights, standard traditional Christmas lights, every year, and 33 cents an hour to run those guys. I ran down to Walmart, bought myself some LEDs of the same length, only 1 cent. So that's dramatic. I mean, clearly there's a huge savings that can be derived from just getting a better understanding of devices in your home, what they, what energy, their energy usage is, and then start making some actionable decisions about what you're going to use or what you're going to turn on or what you're going to turn off. Now, I'm on a flat rate with my energy provider, so there's no benefit for me to not operate the dryer at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, but in aggregate that stuff adds up. And for me, as a result of this exercise and sharing this information and engaging the rest of my family and them being involved in understanding where energy usage is, I've shaved $120 off my bill just last month. So those are significant savings, but I'm a high energy user. But the point is that everybody can be involved, and I think the key here is to get the information easily, quickly, on a handheld device, on a web page, whatever it might be, that once people start to understand things, I think they'll make the right decisions, and that's what this is about.
And this is all done over your Verizon network at home.
It is, yeah, on my Fios network.
That's pretty cool stuff. Well, we appreciate your time today, and we'll look forward to watching this technology hopefully spread to more consumers.
That's what I'm hoping for. Thank you very much.